Good afternoon. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Little rusty at this, sorry, hold on. There we go. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to EOSN for continuing coverage of the Elan Fictional Sports Universe Basketball Classic. I'm your host, Elan, and thank you for tuning in. We're going to be bringing you today's game shortly, but in the time it's taken for me to get back on the air to get my equipment working, supposedly all I had to do was update Windows 10. Who would have thought, right? And that had my mic working correctly. We have been playing, or I don't know why I say we all the time, but we've been playing some games off the air. And let's go ahead and give you a recap of some of the action you might have missed in the Basketball Classic. Right there, as you can see, the Indiana Pacers, #1 in the Eastern Conference. Philadelphia 76ers fall to the Charlotte Hornets, 133-125. Cleveland Cavaliers take out the Toronto Raptors, 113-104. And the Milwaukee Bucks take out the Wizards. Get this, 132-82. Giannis took his team all the way to the conference final last year, only to lose to the team we'll be seeing momentarily, Boston. And they are looking good. Now on to the West. Utah Jazz beat the Clippers 119-108. San Antonio Spurs make easy work of the Denver Nuggets, 123-111. The Phoenix Suns, of course, we saw that one, took out the Sacramento Kings, 128-116. And the Golden State Warriors, not even close, between the Pelicans, 115-193. However, at the half, the Golden State Warriors were actually losing that game, so I thought I was going to be kicking myself for not broadcasting that one. So now we've got you caught up with the brackets. Let's take you to today's matchup, and that will be the Boston Celtics taking on the Detroit Pistons. Winner gets LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers in the next round. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take you out to the floor. And as you see, we've added some crowd effect to the game. Ha ha ha, no pun intended. But starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Pistons. All right. We have, whoops, sorry. Oh, come on. Oh, no, wrong one. Cancel. Sorry. I'm a little rusty. I apologize. Come on. Let's get this back to where it needs to be. Come on. Come on, guys. Don't be dum-dums here. All right, we'll just try that and see if that helps. Yep, that's the ticket. So we're going to zoom all that in right there. Oh, we can't just zoom that in, Kara. Oh, OBS, how I wish you could just cut some things out, but I guess that's not the way it's gonna happen. Anyway, this picture, I don't know if you can tell, is a picture of TD Garden in Boston. So, yep. I had a better idea on how to do this. Let's see if it'll fix it. There we go. Just kind of take that to take up the whole floor. Minimize that and bring that up. And I think we are ready to get going. So, today's starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Pistons. We have at center, Andre Drummond, power forward, Tobias Harris, forward, Marcus Morris, guard, Stanley Johnson, Arizona boy, point guard, Reggie Jackson. For the homestanding and defending Eastern Conference champion, Boston Celtics, Kelly Olynyk at center, Al Horford at the power forward, Jay Crowder at forward, Avery Bradley at guard, and Isaiah Thomas at point guard. So, quick injury update for both of these teams. Injured tonight for Detroit is Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Beno Idra, and Boban Marjanovic. For Boston, Amir Johnson and Tyler Zeller out for the game. So we are ready to get this party started. And here goes the tip-off, and it is out of bounds, tipped out of bounds by Boston. So Inbounding it will be, whoa, that's a little loud. Turn that down a little bit. Inbounding it will be the Pistons. Pass to Tobias Harris. Harris kicks it over to Reggie Jackson. Jackson is going to go and launch a three ball, puts it up, and it's off the rim. Rebounded. All right, hold on. We're going to have to do some editing here. So this right here, the reason why it's so small is it's at full window screen. I got a full screen it so I can actually play the game. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to, yeah, we'll do that. That way you can see it's a little bit, it's obvious where we're at. Actually, that right there is there a way to like edit, like maybe? Come on. Nope, all it does is make it smaller. All right, so that's what we're going to go with as we are ready to continue this one. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. All right, so rebound was rebounded by Boston. Kicks it over to Olynyk. Olynyk, 11. Goes up for the jump shot, puts it up, and it's going to be missed by Olynyk. Rebounded by Crowder. Crowder off the rebound. Passes it outside. Avery Bradley. Bradley steps back behind the arc. Good for three. And the Boston Celtics are off to a 3-0 lead. Inbound to Andre Drummond. Drummond stolen away by Olynyk. There goes Olynyk. Olynyk kicks it over to, hold on, I'm going to turn that down a little bit because it's really, really loud in my ear. The game sounds. All right, here we go. Olynyk kicks it over to Bradley on the fast break. Bradley looks around, gives a no-look pass right back to, hold on. Oh, guard is the guy who has it, so that ain't happening. No-look pass to Al Horford, who drops it in for two in a 5-0 lead already for the defending Eastern Conference champions. Kick it over to Reggie Jackson. Jackson goes into the jump shot, puts it up, and it will be good. No assist on the play. Inbound to Kelly Olynyk. Olynyk stolen by Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson steals it. He's going to pass it over to Marcus Morris. Morris goes for the layup, puts it up, and it's going to drop. Good. And the assist to Tobias Harris. 1-point ball game right now. Early in the first, over to Avery Bradley. Bradley steps back for the three-pointer and puts it in. Al Horford with the assist. Inbound now to Tobias Harris. Harris driving through. Harris trying to take it into the lane, and it is knocked off the rim. Rebounded by Avery Bradley. Bradley passes over to Isaiah Thomas. Thomas goes in for the lane, and he is going to get blocked by Andre Drummond, who meets him at the paint. Rebound by Andre Drummond. Drummond doesn't have a fast break, so he's going to pass it over to Stanley Johnson. Johnson denied, shut down by Avery Bradley, now over to Drummond. Drummond doesn't have it either. Pass over to Stanley Johnson again. Johnson doesn't have it, now over to Tobias Harris. Harris looks around, no-look pass, over to Jackson, who drops it in for two. And the Boo Birds are out here in the Garden. Inbound Isaiah Thomas. Thomas draws the foul. And it's going to be on Drummond. Isaiah Thomas, a 91% free throw shooter. First one is up and good. Next one is good as well. So it's a 4-point lead for the C's. Inbound Andre Drummond. Drummond has exactly what he needs. Jump shot, and it is good. Tobias Harris with his third assist of the game. Inbound to Kelly Olynyk. Olynyk was a huge player for them in their run all the way to the finals last year. However, he's going to get fouled by Andre Drummond, and now that is going to put him in early foul trouble. We will now bring up a sub-screen for you guys. Sorry, give me 1 second. All right, boom, 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 boom. All right, so now we go into the sub screen for you guys, and let's see what we got. Only one I'm thinking about replacing is probably Andre Drummond. He's already got 2 fouls. Yeah, they're going to have to pull him. So Drummond is going to come out. Aaron Baines is going to come in. No subs for the Celtics as we return to the game. All right. It's really all right. Let me see. Okay, inbound, Al Horford. Horford now kicks it over to Avery Bradley. Bradley, he's got what he needs. Goes for the jump shot, and it's going to be defended by Stanley Johnson. Rebounded by Tobias Harris. Harris kicks it over to Aaron Baines. Baines now over to Johnson. Johnson back out to Tobias Harris. Harris, big three-point ball, puts it up, and he misses that one. Rebounded by Al Horford. He said, all right, boys, let's slow it down a little bit. So slowing it down, they shall. Pass to Jay Crowder. Crowder puts this one up, and it is good. No assist needed as we will inbound it now to Tobias Harris. Harris, he's got the ball, and he's looking pretty good here. Harris driving into the lane, puts up the jump shot, and it's going to be a miss. Rebounded by Al Horford. Horford passes over to Avery Bradley. Bradley now over to Isaiah Thomas. Thomas, jump shot, puts it up, and it's going to be a miss there. Rebounded by Avery Bradley. Bradley off the rebound. Passes it to the outside. Over to Isaiah. Isaiah for three. Bang! And gets the three ball to fall. Assist by Jay Crowder. Inbound to Aaron Baines. Baines now over to Marcus Morris. Morris, he's going to go for three, try to match it, and he does. We have a three-point competition here in Beantown. Inbound to Al Horford. Horford, he's going to try to keep the three parade going, and it's going to stop there as it bounces off the rim and into the arms of Tobias Harris. Harris doesn't have a fast break, so he decides to pass it over to Reggie Jackson. Jackson doesn't have it. Kicks it over to Marcus Morris. Morris, he's going to give a beautiful no-look to Reggie Jackson, who puts it in. Marcus Morris, first assist of the game, and it's a two-point ball game. 5-0 run for the Pistons. Over to Jay Crowder. Crowder is looking pretty good here. Crowder into the lane, and it is going to be up and in. What a power move by Jay Crowder there. Inbound to Reggie Jackson. Jackson stolen by Isaiah Thomas. No fast break, so he keeps it for himself, slows it down. Kicks it over to Jay Crowder. Crowder for three. Air balls that one. Rebounded by Marcus Morris. Morris passes over to Reggie Jackson. Jackson goes up for the jump shot, and he will miss that one. He wants a foul, but he's not going to get it. Oh, no, hold on. It's just a miss. Sorry. Wants a foul, but he's not going to get it. Defensive power forward is going to lose the rebound. Tobias Harris gets it back to Harris. Passes it over to Baines. Baines now over to Johnson. Johnson. No look pass. Right back to Jackson, who puts it in for two. And the assist. And we have a sub option. And it will see right now. Who's it going to be? So Marcus Smart is ready to come in, so he will come in for Avery Bradley. No one quite ready for the Pistons as we return you to the game. Here we go. Give me 1 second. I got to answer this, and I will be right with you. Sorry, everybody. I'm not a full-time broadcaster, but I am a full-time husband, so whenever my wife calls, I try to pick up unless it's an emergency. All right, so we're back to the game. It is 6 minutes left in the opening quarter, and it's a 17-15 ball game in favor of the Pistons. Inbound to Jay Crowder. Crowder doesn't have it. Kicks it over to Olenek. Olenek, he is going to run rampant as he goes in for the post, and he misses that shot. Rebound made by Tobias Harris. His fourth rebound of the game. No fast break, so he slows it down. Kicks it over to Aaron Baines. Baines now over to Stanley Johnson. Johnson kicks it back, keeps it for himself a little while longer. Now over to Marcus Morris. Morris draws the foul, and it's going to be on Marcus Smart as Morris will go to the stripe. He is a 78% free throw shooter as we are ready for this one. First one is up and good. Next one. Misses that one. Rebounded. Rebounded by Morris. Morris gets the rebound back, a chance to do a three-point play. The hard way puts it up, and it is good. So a 5-0 run by Detroit puts them in the lead by 1. Inbound to Isaiah Thomas. Thomas has everything he needs. Thomas steps back beyond the arc, puts it up, and he misses that one. Rebounded out of bounds, and it's going to be Pistons ball. Inbound to Stanley Johnson. Johnson has what he needs to do here. Takes a step back beyond the arc, fires it up, and drains it. Tobias Harris with his 4th assist of the night. Inbound to Jay Crowder. Crowder stolen by Marcus Morris. No fast break, and the crowd here is going bananas right now. Over to Reggie Jackson. Jackson for 3.
A 3-ball.
No, it bounces in and off the rim. Rebounded by Olenek, and timeout immediately called by the Pistons. Holy cow. 4:36 left to go, and the Pistons trail by 4. They are in the middle of an 8-0 run in favor of Detroit, and things could not be looking any worse right now if you are the Detroit Pistons. Whether you're watching this on demand or live, go ahead and comment or engage in the chat room. We'll be checking that event periodically throughout the game as we are happy to be back to doing these, and I really kind of miss doing them. And once again, this is all for fun. I'm not trying to get anything out of it. I mean, I'm going to get on a little bit of a rant here, but the one thing I can't stand about YouTube is all the trolls and the people that come on here and that are like, oh, this is so stupid. And it's like, you know what? This is for fun. I don't care if you think it's stupid. I like doing this for fun, and if you want to watch, great. If you don't, then more power to you. But this is all for fun. But if you are watching and enjoying, that is always a good time, and it's always good to talk to people. So no matter where you are, go ahead and comment. Or if you're watching live, engage in the chat room. Inbound to Jay Crowder. Crowder, 22, puts it up. A beautiful no-look over to Olenek, and that's going to be another 2 for the Celtics. Inbound to Reggie Jackson. Can the Pistons keep the heat on and keep this one going? Jackson goes up for the jump shot, and he will get it. So the Pistons looking right now to just stay one step ahead of the Celtics. Celtics the favorite to win this game. They are number 6. The Pistons are number 11. However, those seeds were determined randomly. But stats-wise, I would think they're the favorite as well. Marcus Smart for 3. Misses that one. Rebounded by Stanley Johnson. Kicks it over to Marcus Morris, who's taking off on the fast break. Morris, beautiful no-look back to the power forward Tobias Harris for 2. 4-0 run right now by Detroit, and you can hear the boos here in Boston. Over to Jay Crowder. Crowder steps back for the 3-ball, misses that one, rebounded. Believe it or not, by Olenek. Olenek off the rebound. Draws the foul, and it's going to be on Aaron Baines. His first one as Olenek, a 73% free throw shooter, will go to the stripe for the first time tonight. Olenek puts first one up, and good. Next one, going to try to cut it down to a 4-point lead, and that is exactly what he does. So the run is over by Detroit as they inbound. Marcus Morris, the man with the ball. Morris, he will draw a foul of his own, and it will be on Jay Crowder. His first one of the night, and Morris will take his first trip to the his second trip to the stripe. He's 1 for 2 so far. First one up and good. Next one is just as sweet, and in the 6-point lead is restored for Detroit. Inbound to Al Horford. Horford fouled almost immediately by Tobias Harris. 14 fouls by Detroit, 2 by Boston. Inbound to Jay Crowder. Crowder doesn't have it, kicks it over to Olynyk. Olynyk, he's got plenty of time. Olynyk driving into the lane, puts it up, and it is going to be good. Assist by Isaiah Thomas. Inbound Tobias Harris. Harris, he's going to launch a 3-ball, puts it up, and he misses that one. Rebounded by Jay Crowder. Crowder slows the play down, now kicks it over to Thomas. Thomas, he will draw the foul, and that is going to be another one on Aaron Baines. With 2:48 left to go here in the first quarter, both centers have 2 fouls on him, as Thomas will go to the stripe for the second time tonight, 2 for 2. First one is up and good. And now we will check the sub screen right here. All right, what do we have here? All right, a lot of people ready to go. So John Lure is going to come in for Detroit. Ish Smith will come in as well. I think they're gonna bring in Andre Drummond, but he's gonna play safe, and that is it for the subs, as we will return to the game and return you to the game. Here comes the second free throw by Thomas, puts it up, and it is good. All right, now we're gonna go play safe on Andre Drummond. All right, here we go. That just cuts down the fouls because he can't get any more. Inbound to Lure. Lure takes a shot, puts it up, and it is blocked by Al Horford. Al Horford now with the ball. Horford kicks it over to Isaiah Thomas on the fast break. There he goes. This could be very, very interesting here, as Thomas, taking his time, gets it over there. Puts the jump shot up, and he missed it. It's defended by Stanley Johnson, who chased him down from behind. Oh, my goodness. Rebounded by Andre Drummond. Kick over to Marquise Morris, who's taking off on his own fast break. And he will be chased down from behind by Jay Crowder, who defends it. Wow. Rebounded by John Lure. Lure takes a step back, passes it outside the arc to Marcus Morris. Morris for 3. Misses that one, rebounded out of bounds, and it's going to be Boston ball. Inbound Isaiah Thomas. Thomas with the ball, and beautiful no-look over to Olynyk, who puts it in for 2. Kelly Olynyk with 8 points today. So far, so good for the big man from Gonzaga. Kicks it over to Stanley Johnson. Johnson fouled by Marcus Smart, and he's in foul trouble already as well. Inbound to Stanley Johnson. Stolen by Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart passes over to Al Horford. Horford to Olynyk. Olynyk. 33-pointer is up, and the big man drains it. It's a 3-point Boston lead, and the fans are going nuts. Timeout, Detroit. Man, the way they are playing, you would think this is the end of it, but we're only getting started. That 3-pointer was exactly the shot in the arm the Celtics needed. Let's see how the Pistons respond. Inbound to Stanley. Stanley taking his time. Goes in for the power move, and he's blocked. Marcus Smart all over that one. Rebounded by Isaiah Thomas. No fast break, so Thomas passes to Smart. Smart back to Thomas. Thomas shut down by Ish Smith. Now over to Smart. Smart stolen by Stanley Johnson. No fast break, so he's going to keep it for a little while longer. Kicks over to Marcus Morris. Morris now back over to Johnson. Johnson over to Lure. Lure. 25 puts up the jump shot, and it is good. Stanley Johnson with the assist. Inbound to Jay Crowder. Crowder looking pretty good here. Crowder goes into the basket, and it's going to be a miss. Rebounded. Get this by Kelly Olynyk. Olynyk puts it up, and he will get it and one. What a move by Kelly Olynyk, and it will be on, oh boy, even though he's playing safe, Andre Drummond just picked up his third foul. Something is not right with Andre Drummond tonight. Kelly Olynyk goes to the stripe to shoot, to try to do a three-point play the old-fashioned way. Puts it up, and it's good. So it's a 4-point lead for the Celtics. Inbound to John Lure. Lure takes a step back beyond the arc, puts it up, and he misses that one. Rebounded by Lure himself. Lure drives in, goes to the glass, and it's going to be missed. Rebounded by Lure, who gets his own board. This time, he's going to take a step back and pass it to Ish Smith as the buzzer sounds for the first quarter. So, not halfway, 1 quarter of the way there. It's 29-33 Boston, as we are going to look at some subs awfully quick. We got a plethora ready to go. Stanley Johnson has to come out, and Reggie Bullock will come in. And that's that. Avery Bradley ready to come in for the Celtics. Tyler Ennis is going to come in for Thomas. Jaylen Brown for Crowder. Terry Rozier for Bradley. Actually, no. Avery Bradley will stay there because he just got his rest, so we're good there. And let's see. Jonas Jerebko will come in for Al Horford. So that's how that's going to go. As we return to the game and return you to the game here at beautiful TD Garden. Boston ball. Here we go. Inbounded, and the crowd is anxious. Over to Olynyk. Olynyk doesn't have it. Kicks it over to Bradley. Bradley shut down by Reggie Bullock. Bradley has to pass it over to Tyler Ennis. Ennis coming off the bench. Going to have to put a 3-ball up, and he drains it. Kelly Olynyk with his first assist of the night. Inbound to John Lure. Lure. He's going to try to match it. Puts the 3-ball up, and that one's off the rim. Rebounded by Olynyk. Olynyk passes over to Ennis. Ennis now over to Jaylen Brown. Brown doesn't have it. Kicks it back over to Ennis. Ennis now over to Brown. They are being shut down big time. Jonas Jerebko gets it. Nothing. Now over to Olynyk, and it's going to be a shot clock violation on the Celtics. So, Detroit ball inbound to Andre Drummond. Drummond doesn't have it. Kicks it over to Reggie Bullock. Bullock doesn't either. Passes over to Drummond. Drummond stolen by Kelly Olynyk. And this place is going nuts. Inbound to Avery Bradley. Or past Avery Bradley. Bradley puts it up, and he gets it, and the foul. It's going to be on Marcus Morris. And Jaylen Brown gets the assist. Avery Bradley puts this one up, and he misses that one. Oh, my goodness. Rebounded by John Lure. Lure passes it over to Marcus Morris. Morris draws a foul himself. No, it's going to be an offensive foul. It's an offensive foul on Marcus Morris, and that's going to turn the ball over to Boston. Wow. What a change of events here. Inbound to Kelly Olynyk. Olynyk for 3. Misses that one. Rebounded by Jerebko. Jerebko decides to pass it over to Ennis. Ennis drives into the basket, puts it up, and he will be blocked by Andre Drummond. Rebounded as well by Drummond. We need to put the play safe on him, but it's not going to happen right now. And puts it up, and it's going to be good. So we'll put Andre Drummond there. Inbound to Jaylen Brown. Brown goes straight to the glass, puts it up, and it's blocked by Marcus Morris. Oh boy, loose ball foul check. Offense first, and it is. It's on Avery Bradley. So inbound to Detroit. Ish Smith gets the ball. Smith goes to Drummond. Drummond. Spin move, goes into the lane, puts it up, and slams it down. Saying this is not over yet. 5-point lead so far for Boston. 4-0 run for Detroit. Over to Olynyk. Olynyk for three. Misses that one. Rebounded by Reggie Bullock. Bullock, no fast break, so he decides to slow it down. Keeps the ball for himself a little while longer. Now kicks it over to his man Marcus Morris. Morris back to Bullock. Bullock over to Morris. Morris for three. No, it rolls off the rim, just barely. Rebounded by Kelly Olynyk. Olynyk kicks it over to Avery Bradley on the fast break. Bradley pulls up, looks around, finds his man, Kelly Olynyk, to drop it in there. And it is now time to check for subs, as already 3 minutes has elapsed here in the second quarter. Oh. All right, so Kelly Olynyk's going to come out. Jordan Mickey's going to come in. And, yep. And then as far as these guys are concerned, we need a shooting forward to come in. Oh, buddy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Okay, here's what we're going to do. All right, so not much is going to change lineup-wise as we get ready to continue the second quarter. Inbound, John Lure. Lure now over to Smith. Smith for three. Can he sink it? Oh, yes! And it's now a 4-point game. Inbound to Jaylen Brown. Brown, he goes into the lane, puts it up, and it's off the rim. Rebounded by Andre Drummond. Drummond. Oh, wait, hold on. I did that wrong. Yeah, I know. They're booing me. All right. Undo complete. He does not have the fast break. So, Andre Drummond passes. All right. Reggie Bullock. Bullock doesn't have it. Now kicks over to Lure. Lure does. Lure driving in, and it is going to be good. No assist on the play, and it's a 2-point ball game. 5-0 run by Detroit. Over to Tyler Ennis. Ennis has to sink this shot. Ennis, jump shot, puts it up, and it is good. Jordan Mickey with the assist. Inbound to Reggie Bullock. Bullock turns the ball over, steps out of bounds. And now it'll be Boston ball. Inbound to Avery Bradley. Bradley. Jump shot, puts it up, and drains it. Inbound now to Marcus Morris. Morris now over to Lure. Lure doesn't have it. Now they'll just pass it. No, he fakes it. Keeps it himself. Goes for the three ball. Puts it up. Good! Andre Drummond with his first assist of the game, and it's 41-44 Boston. Inbound to Jonas Jerebko. Jerebko. He's going to try to match the three-pointer. Misses that one. Rebounded by Andre Drummond. No fast break. So he keeps it for himself a little while longer. Stolen by Jordan Mickey. He kept it too long. Kicks it over to Avery Bradley. Bradley goes up and then drops it in. And it will be Tyler Ennis' first assist of the game. Inbound to Ish Smith. Smith. Beautiful pass over to, who was that, power forward? John Lure, who drops it in for two. 3-point ball game. Inbound to Jaylen Brown. Brown goes up for the glass. Misses that one. Rebounded by John Lure. This is their chance. Here comes the Pistons. Pass over to Reggie Bullock. Bullock for three. And he got it. Tie ball game. All right, Boston gets it. No time wasted. Over to Tyler Ennis. Ennis shut down by Ish Smith. Over to Avery Bradley. Bradley goes into the lane, puts it up, and it is blocked by Andre Drummond. He wants a foul, but he's not going to get it. Andre Drummond picks up the ball, kicks it over to Marcus Morris. Morris is taken off, puts it up, and it is defended by Jaylen Brown. And they needed that one. Halfway through the second quarter, it is a tie ball game. We definitely have some subs we can take care of here. All right, Tobias Harris is ready to go. But no, let's go put him at forward. Leave John Lure in there. Yeah. Horford, Crowder, and Isaiah Thomas are coming back. Stanley Johnson is probably done till the half as we return to the game and return you to the game. 6 minutes left in the second quarter. Inbound to Al Horford. Horford has what he needs. Decides to draw the foul. Oh, and it's going to be on Drummond. Andre Drummond, 4 fouls already. They got to get him out. We're going to do that really, really fast. Drummond, we need a center. Aaron Baines is going to come in at center. Yeah, Aaron Baines is going to come in at center. Woo! That's pretty. There we go. That's better. All right. All right, past Isaiah Thomas. Thomas goes for 2, puts it up, and it is going to miss. He missed it. That was such an easy shot, but because the momentum is so low on Boston right now, he missed it. Rebounded. Or no, wait. It's a foul. Rebound, loose ball, foul, check offense first. And it is on Avery Bradley. This ball's going back to Detroit with the game tied. 5:36 left to go. Over to Reggie Bullock. Bullock goes into the lane, and it is going to be good. Got it. Because the momentum was so high. Oh, hold on. I think I might have read that wrong. We're going to undo it. Going to recheck it. Okay. 1 if team moment. Okay, no. So he missed it. Rebounded by Jay Crowder. Crowder. Pass over to Isaiah Thomas. Thomas. Line drive, jump shot. Puts it up, and it is good. He buries that shot. 2-point lead for Boston. Inbound to Ish Smith. Smith. Now over to Baines. Baines. Lure fouled immediately by Al Horford. Inbound to Ish Smith. Smith. That's a travel. Gets called for a travel. And it's now the ball in the Celtics court. Over to Avery Bradley. Bradley. The jump shot, and he puts it in there. Jordan Mickey with his second assist of the game. Inbound to Tobias Harris. Harris now over to Bullock. Bullock doesn't have it. And we got this. They got a chance to shut him down. Here we go. Over to Harris. Harris. 6. Yep, he's going to get a shot off. Puts it up, and it is missed. Off the... That's one thing I love about this game is, like, the little just sound effects. Like, he airballed that airball. And it's the visiting team, so they're going to get all the crap for it. Rebounded by Avery Bradley. Kicks over to Isaiah Thomas. On the fast break, here he goes. Pulls up shy. Drops it over to the power forward Al Horford, who puts it in for 2. 6-0 lead, or 6-0 run for the C's. Over to Ish Smith. Smith now over to Harris. Harris has to pass it. Now Smith gets the ball back. He doesn't have it. Now over to Aaron Baines. Baines doesn't have it either. It's a shot clock violation. And the fans are happy now. Earlier they were booing, and now they're happy here as they lead by 6. Inbound to Jay Crowder. Doesn't have it. Now over to Al Horford. Horford shut down by Lure. So he's got to pass it. Over to Al Horford again. Horford. Now over to Mickey. Mickey doesn't have it either. This is going to be another big moment here. Horford doesn't have it. Mickey doesn't have it either. That's a shot clock violation. And you hear the groans. How many turnovers? 9 turnovers for Detroit, 5 for Boston. Inbound to Ish Smith, and he's fouled by Isaiah Thomas. And the sub screen comes up, so we will take you out there. All right, let's see who's ready to come in. Reggie Jackson is ready to come in, and that's the only thing we are going to change here. As we are having a pretty good game here, guys. Pretty good game, not going to lie. All right. Inbound, Detroit. Aaron Baines puts this one up, and he will get it. Tobias Harris with his 5th assist of the game. Keep an eye on him. Jay Crowder with the ball. Stolen by Reggie Bullock. No fast breaks, so now he's just going to keep it himself, slow it down. Now over to Reggie Jackson. Jackson for 3.
A 3-ball.
Got it! And just like that, Detroit is only down by 1. Inbound to Jordan Mickey. Mickey taking his time, and he gets the foul. And it's going to be on Aaron Baines. So Mickey will go to the line, and for the first time tonight, he's only a 50% free throw shooter, so he's got a chance to miss one, but he doesn't miss that one. Let's see what he does with the next one. Drains that one. Inbound Aaron Baines. Baines looks around and decides to pop it inside to Tobias Harris, who drops it in for 2. 2-point game. Inbound Avery Bradley. Bradley goes into the lane, and it's off the rim. Rebounded by John Lure. Lure, his 6th rebound of the game, keeps it for himself a little while longer. And it's going to keep it too long as it's taken away. Inbound, Isaiah Thomas. Thomas, big move here, puts it up, and he will barely miss that one. Rebounded by John Lure. Lure kicks it over to Reggie Bullock on the fast break, puts it up the glass, and it's going to be good. No assist on the play. Inbound to Jordan Mickey. Mickey now over to Al Horford. Horford gives a beautiful feed over to Isaiah Thomas, who puts it in. 3rd assist of the game for Horford. 11 points for Isaiah Thomas. Inbound to Reggie Jackson. Jackson turns it over. That's the 11th turnover by the Pistons so far. Inbound to Jordan Mickey. Mickey puts this one up, and it's going to be blocked by Aaron Baines. Rebounded by Baines as well. Kicking it over to Tobias Harris on the fast break, and Harris throws it away. 1-point ball game. 48 seconds left to go in the half. Inbound to Al Horford. Horford for 3, and it hits the rim, rolls around, and rolls off. Rebounded by John Lure. Lure decides to slow it down a little bit, kicks it over to Lure. Or slows it down a little bit, keeps it to himself, puts up the 2 ball, and he will miss that one. Rebounded by Jordan Mickey. Mickey passes it over to his man Isaiah Thomas. Thomas pulls up for the 3 ball, drains that one. Avery Bradley with the assist, and it's a 4-point play. Inbound to Tobias Harris. Harris, 3 ball, trying to beat the buzzer, puts it up, misses that one. Rebounded by Mickey, and that is going to be the half. So halfway there. It is 59-55 Boston. We're going to bring up some stats for you really fast. Game stats. And there we go. All right. Let me see if I can shrink this down a little bit for you guys so you can see it. Okay. Okay, leader for Detroit, 13 points, Reggie Jackson. He's got 13 points. Leading assist person for Detroit. 5 would be Tobias Harris. Blocks, Andre Drummond with 2. And total rebounds, Drummond with John Lure with 9. Keeping an eye on triple-double watch. I'd say you're going to look at Tobias Harris. He's got 4 points, 5 assists, and 4 total rebounds. Now, the Pistons shooting 55% field goal percentage and 40% from three-point range, 75 free throw percentage with 11 total turnovers and 24 total rebounds. Now, Boston. This is interesting right here. Look at Boston's total rebounds, 18. So right now, Boston is getting beat on the boards, but they have a 4-point lead. Look at the scoring, too. Boston outscored Detroit 33-29, and then they each scored 26. So very, very close game. Free throw percentage for Boston, 90%. And they are virtually tied at each 6 for 15 from three-point land. However, the field goal percentage is slightly higher for Detroit, 55-47. All right, so it is largest lead for the Pistons, 6 points. Largest lead for the Celtics, 9 points. Leading scorer for the Celtics, Kelly Olynyk, 16 points. Leading assist man, you got 3 tied for 3. It's Thomas, Bradley, and Horford. And rebound leader, Olynyk. So, triple-double watch, I say keep your eye. I don't really see anyone on this team setting themselves for a triple-double. But watch Kelly Olynyk. Look at that. 16 points, 5 rebounds. So he's your player of the game watch for sure. As we will now get ready to kick off the second half of this one. Once again, it's 55-59 in favor of Boston. Winner of this one will move on to the second round. Loser, their chance to win the title is done. So, let's get some subs. And Olynyk is going to come back. I'm just going to do this really fast. Basically, it's the starting lineups again. It's just the starting lineups. So, here we go. Returning to the game, and we are ready to get this one going. Boston ball, inbound to Al Horford. Horford now over to Jay Crowder. Crowder takes a step back for 3. Misses that one. Rebounded by Marcus Morris. Morris will pass the ball to Tobias Harris. Harris shut down by Al Horford. Now over to Marcus Morris again. Morris doesn't have anything, so he's going to pass it over to Andre Drummond. Drummond, nothing. Now over to Morris. Morris for 3, puts it up, drains it. And it's a 1-point game. Stanley Johnson with his 3rd assist of the night. Inbound to Avery Bradley. Bradley turns the ball over. Threw it away, and now it's going to be inbound to Detroit. Over to Reggie Jackson. Jackson fouled immediately by Isaiah. So, now the Detroit Pistons will inbound it. Over to Stanley Johnson. Johnson goes in, jump shot, and it's defended by Avery Bradley. Rebounded by Avery Bradley as well. No fast break, so he slows the play down, passes it to Isaiah. Isaiah fouled by Reggie Jackson. That was a smart foul because you can't let Isaiah get away. Inbound to Al Horford. Horford puts it up, and it's going to be blocked by Tobias Harris. Rebounded by Stanley Johnson. Johnson taking off on the fast break. What's he going to do? He will stop, pulls a no-look, kicks it over to his power forward, Tobias Harris, who drops it in for 2, and it's a 1-point Detroit lead. And you hear the boos coming from that Boston crowd. Inbound to Avery Bradley. Bradley puts this one up, and it's going to be blocked. Stanley Johnson blocks that one. Rebounded by Marcus Morris. Kicks it over to Reggie Jackson. Jackson goes up, finds it over. Beautiful pass to the guard. Nope, sorry, to the power forward, Tobias Harris, who drops it in there for 2 more. It's a 7-0 run inbound. Avery Bradley. Bradley fouled by Stanley Johnson. Timeout call. Oh, no, they're not going to call timeout right now. Inbound to Avery Bradley. Bradley taking his time. Now he goes into the lane, puts up the power move, and he will miss that one. Rebounded by Andre Drummond. Drummond keeps the ball for himself a little while longer. Now he's going to go into there, try to slam this one down, and he misses it. Rebounded by Avery Bradley. Pass to Isaiah Thomas. Thomas draws the foul, and it's going to be on Reggie Jackson. So Isaiah Thomas, perfect from the line tonight, puts the first one up, and it is good. Next one, and he remains perfect. He's 6 for 6. Inbound to Marcus Morris. Morris taking his time. Now he's going to go in there, pulls up the jump shot, and it is good.
He buries that shot.
And now here comes the pass. Isaiah Thomas with the ball. Isaiah for 3, misses it. Isaiah Thomas 2 for 4 from three-point land tonight. Rebounded by Andre Drummond. His 9th rebound of the game. He's definitely double-double territory. Inbound to Tobias Harris. Harris for 3, puts it up.
A 3-ball.
And he missed that one because it said 57 originally. I saw it. So he will miss that one. Rebounded by Olynyk. Olynyk, his 6th rebound of the game. He passes over to Jay Crowder. Crowder goes up and under and misses that one. Rebounded by Drummond, and Drummond has 10 rebounds tonight. Over to Reggie Jackson. Jackson shut down by Thomas. Kicks it over to Stanley. Stanley doesn't have anything either. Stanley fakes it out. Now he's going to go, and he's fouled by Horford as he's running away. So we now check the sub screen, and really there's no subs to worry about, so we're going to go back to the game. No one is ready to come out. Inbound by Detroit. Stanley Johnson with the ball. Stanley puts it up, and it is good. Stanley Johnson is having a game tonight, folks. Inbound to Avery Bradley. Bradley. He's going to go for his own two-pointer, and he will miss that one. Boston can't seem to buy a basket right now. It's 4-0 run for Detroit, who lead by 5. Rebound made by Tobias Harris. Kicks it over to Marcus Morris on the fast break, and he turns it over. Inbound to Avery Bradley. Bradley. He's going to put it up for 2, and he will miss that one. The reason why he misses it, as you can see, 100 if momentum is below -3, and it is. It's -4. Misses that one. Rebounded easily by Tobias Harris. Harris kicks it over to Reggie Jackson on the fast break. Oh, boy, here we go. He turned that one over. Oh, my goodness. Another turnover for the Detroit Pistons. Over to Kelly Olynyk. Olynyk puts this one up for 2, and it is going to drop, and that is the first basket from Boston in quite a while. Olynyk is going to have to carry this team, apparently. Inbound to Stanley Johnson. Johnson goes straight for the 3-ball, misses that one. Rebounded by Olynyk. Olynyk passes over to Isaiah. Isaiah trying to get back on track, and he turns the ball over. Wow, a 3-point game, and your #1 guy turns the ball over. Surprising. Inbound to Stanley Johnson. Johnson doing everything he can with it. Pulls up behind the arc, puts it up, and he misses that one. I don't know if he's made one yet tonight, to be honest with you. He has. He's 1 for 3. Rebounded by Kelly Olynyk. Olynyk doesn't need to fast break, so he tells the boys, slow it down. Passes to Avery Bradley. Bradley shut down by Stanley Johnson, so he goes back out to Olynyk. Olynyk, he's not looking good either. Kicks it over to Al Horford. Horford, beautiful no-look over to Olynyk, who jams it in there. And Horford gets his 4th assist of the game. 6:24 left in the 3rd quarter. Inbound to Marcus Smith. Or Marcus Morris. Why did I say Smith? Morris for 3, puts it up, and he misses that one by a mile. Rebounded by Horford. Horford passes to Jay Crowder. Crowder now over to Isaiah Thomas. Thomas Gives a beautiful no-look pass over to Avery Bradley, who gets the points. And another assist for Isaiah Thomas. 4 assists, 16 points, and only 1 rebound. And now we're going to check the sub screen, and things are getting interesting. So, as far as subs go, we are going to bring in John Lure to give Tobias Harris some rest. And they got to figure out a way to rest Johnson longer. Oh, this is what they'll do. They'll bring in. Oh, wait, that's actually really easy. We'll bring in Bullock to rest John. How many does Johnson need? Or Stanley Johnson needs 3? Yeah, they need to bring him out later or earlier. Yep, so that's how that's going to go. So, Lure comes in at power forward, and Bullock will come in at shooting guard. Nothing but Marcus Smart comes in at... Hold on, I thought I had... Marcus Smart will come in for Avery Bradley. So we return to the game, and we return you to the game. Beautiful TD Garden, ready to rock here. 6 minutes. Momentum highly in favor right now of the Celtics. Inbound to John Lure. Lure. Beautiful no-look pass to Andre Drummond, who drops it in there and is playing cleanly right now. And the boos are raining down. It's a 1-point ball game in favor of Detroit. Over to Isaiah Thomas. Thomas draws the foul. And I think we're going to see, yep, there's the 5th foul. Yep, the 5th foul. Andre Drummond. Six for 6 from the line is Thomas. First one is up and good. And the next one is up and not even touching the rim, just goes straight down the net. And Drummond is going to have to play safe. They need to keep him around as much as possible. Inbound to Reggie Jackson. Jackson has what he needs. Lines up for the 3 ball. Does he get it? No. He misses that one. Loose ball foul. Check defense first. And it will be on Olynyk. So that's very good news for the Pistons. Inbound to Drummond. Drummond doesn't have it. Kicks it over to Reggie Jackson. Jackson goes in to the wing, and it's going to be missed. Rebounded by Isaiah Thomas. Crowder shot, and it looks like there's a possible shot clock violation. Crowder doesn't have it. Marcus Smart. He does. Smart for 2. Puts it up. And he will miss that one. Rebounded by Horford. Horford puts it up on the rebound, and he will miss that one as well. Oh, my goodness. And that is going to finally get brought down by John Lure. Lure passes over to Reggie Jackson. Jackson.
Nice pass inside.
Good no-look pass. Oh, point guard's not there. Power forward. To John Lure, who drops it in there. And there's the double-double. Inbound to Jay Crowder. Crowder. Beautiful feed over to Olynyk, who puts that one in there as well. Kelly Olynyk on fire tonight. Inbound to Andre Drummond. Drummond fouled by Olynyk. That's his 2nd foul of the game. 4:12 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Inbound to John Lure. Lure doesn't have it. Kicks it over to Drummond. Drummond doesn't either. Pass to Lure. Lure fouled by Jay Crowder. So they're in the Boston in the bonus. Or sorry, Detroit's in the bonus, which means they'll be going to the stripe for the rest of the game. First one is up and good. Next one is up and good. It's a 1-point lead. This thing has been back and forth all day. Over to Kelly Olynyk. Olynyk doesn't have it. Kicks it over to Isaiah. Isaiah does. Isaiah puts it up and he gets it. No assists on the play. Over to Marcus Morris. Morris stolen by Jay Crowder. He passes it over to Al Horford. Horford puts up the jump shot, and it is going to be blocked by John Lure. Rebounded by Marcus Morris. Morris passes the ball. 3 minutes left to go. Over to Reggie Jackson. Jackson doesn't have it. Now over to Lure. Lure does. Jump shot, and he will be defended by Isaiah Thomas. Rebounded by Kelly Olynyk. No fast break on the play. Over to Al Horford. Horford doesn't have it. Kicks it over to Olynyk. Olynyk does. Olynyk turns the ball over. 2:48 left to go, and we got some subs to take care of, as we will check this out right now. Avery Bradley's ready to come in, and now they're going to get Jonas Jerebko on for Kelly Olynyk right now, because he needs, as you can see, needs to rest for 3, so that's 9 minutes, and there's only 14 minutes left, so they need to get him off the floor and rested now. They're going to get Isaiah Thomas off the floor, and they're going to get Jay Crowder off the floor as well. So this will be very, very interesting. And now looking at the rest, they're going to bring in Aaron Baines for Andre Drummond. That is not a bad idea at all. However, Baines has 3 fouls. He's got to be careful as well. So, and Ish Smith is going to come in for Reggie Jackson. So we return to the game and return you to the game. Less than 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Inbound, Marcus Morris. Morris for 3. Misses that one. Rebounded by Terry Rozier. Rozier passes it over to Jonas Jerebko. Jerebko, he lines up for a 3-ball, puts it up, and he misses that one as well. Rebounded by Aaron Baines. Kicks it over to Reggie Bullock on the fast break. Bullock for the jump shot, puts it up, and it is good. Inbound to Jonas Jerebko. Jerebko turns the ball over. Inbound now to Ish Smith. Smith has what he needs. Smith goes in, drives, and misses that one. Rebounded by Marcus Morris. Morris passes out to Aaron Baines. Baines goes into the layup, and it'll fall just barely. Reggie Bullock with his first assist of the night. 1:36 left to go in the third quarter. Over to Terry Rozier. Rozier shut down. Over to Jonas Jerebko. Jerebko shut down. Now over to Tyler Ennis. Ennis for 3. Misses that one. Rebounded by Aaron Baines. Baines now over to Marcus Morris. Morris now over to Reggie Bullock. Bullock doesn't have it. Now over to Aaron Baines. Baines now back over to Morris. Morris shut down. This now over to Lure. Lure at the whistle shoots this one up and misses that one. 1 minute left to go. Rebounded. They chant air ball, but Ish Smith comes up with the rebound. Smith goes out and passes it to Marcus Morris. Morris now over to Aaron Baines. Baines keeps it for himself a little while longer, and Baines is going to put up the jump shot, and it will be good.
That was sick, wicked, and nasty.
So the crowd was chanting air ball, and yet Detroit comes up with the rebound and turns it into points. Inbound to Jaylen Brown. Brown now over to Ennis. Ennis doesn't have it. Now over to Jonas Jerebko. Jerebko back to Ennis. Ennis for 3. Misses that one by a mile. Rebounded by Aaron Baines. Baines, no fast break, so he passes it over to Reggie Bullock. Bullock fouled by Al Horford. And that's going to send Bullock to the stripe for the first time tonight. First one is up and misses that one. Next one up and drains that one. So it's a 6-point game. And that ends the third quarter. 12 minutes away from the finish. 79-73 Detroit looking to upset the defending Eastern Conference champions as we take care of some substitutions. Tobias Harris is ready to come back in. Marcus Morris has played 30 minutes. We need Figure out a way to rest him. That's what we'll do. Tobias Harris will play shooting forward, while John Lure stays in at power forward. Yep, that'll work. Avery Bradley coming back in for the C's. And Gerald Green is going to come in for the first time tonight as we return to the game and return you to the game. So, hey, we have ID Jester in the ID Jester in the chat room. Sorry, I haven't been watching the chat. I need to do much better at that. He says, "What is up, my friend Elan? The master is at it again. Good to hear from you. Hope all is well." Everything is going well. Some small life changes, but they're all for the better. And it's going to give me a lot more time to be with you guys again. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the game. Let me know who you're rooting for if you're still there. So, thanks for tuning in, ID. Greatly appreciate it. Sorry I did not see that sooner. For some reason, it wasn't showing up. And so we'll go ahead and try to finish this one. Oh, gotta love OBS. There we go. All right. So, let's close that message. Make sure we got the game going. All right, inbound. Tobias Harris. Harris doesn't have anything. Kicks it over to Aaron Bynes. Bynes, nothing there either. Now back over to John Lure. Lure to Baines. Baines shut down by Jonas Jerebko. Kicks it over to Tobias Harris. Possible shot clock violation, and it is. And the momentum is all the way over with the Celtics right now. Inbound to Al Horford. Horford doesn't have it. Kicks it over to Tyler Ennis. Ennis. Beautiful no-look over to Jonas Jerebko, who puts it in for two, and they're trying to close down this gap early in the fourth quarter. Inbound to John Lure. Lure fouled by Al Horford. That's his fourth foul of the game. Inbound to Aaron Baines. Baines doesn't have it. Kicks it over to John Lure. Lure goes into the wing, and he will miss that one. Rebounded by Al Horford. Horford passes it over to Tyler Ennis. Ennis lines up for three, and he doesn't get that one to drop. Rebounded by Ish Smith. No fast break, so he'll keep the ball for a little while longer. Now he passes it over to Tobias Harris. Harris back over to Ish. Ish puts it up, and it is going to be a beautiful fake over to Tobias Harris, who alley-oops that one in there. What a play by Ish Smith, and Ish happened. Over to Jonas Jerebko. Jerebko puts that one up, and he's going to miss that one. Rebounded by Tobias Harris. Harris passes over to Ish Smith. Smith fouled by Tyler Ennis. Inbound to Aaron Baines. Baines fouled by Tyler Ennis. 2 fouls in a row from Ennis, and the timeout not going to be called quite yet. But look at that momentum right there. That is very, very potent stuff. So, as we inbound here, Reggie Bullock with the ball. Bullock, jump shot, puts it up and gets it to fall. 83-75 in favor of Detroit in this one-and-done tournament. There's oh, well, we didn't play well this game, we'll get them next time. It's if you lose, you are done. Your chance for winning the title is over. Tyler Ennis doesn't have it. Kicks it over to Gerald Green. Green puts it up, and he will get that one to fall. Inbound to Tobias Harris. Harris has been a name feel like I've been saying nonstop today, and he's fouled, and it will be on Gerald Green. Harris, for all the things I've been saying about him, this is his first trip to the stripe tonight. First one is up and good. 7-point lead for the Pistons. Next one is up and good again. So the Eastern Conference champions from last year who lost to get this, the Sacramento Kings in the final, are in danger of being one and done. Kicking it over to Avery Bradley. Bradley for three. Misses that one. Rebounded by Aaron Baines. Baines, his 5th rebound of the game. Inbound to Reggie Bullock. Or sorry, pass to Reggie Bullock, and Bullock turns the ball over. 8:36 left to go in the game. And we have some subs we're going to take care of here. And let's see who's ready to come back. Okay, good news for the Pistons. Tobias Harris has been ready to come back for a while. Reggie Jackson is coming in. Stanley Johnson is coming back in, so that is good news there. And Andre Drummond is coming back as well. All right, for the Celtics, Jay Crowder coming back. Isaiah Thomas coming back. Kelly Olynyk, we will see him in about 3 minutes. Olynyk has been an absolute monster for the Celtics in this game tonight, and he was a big catalyst of why they made it to the finals last time. Inbound for the Celtics to Jay Crowder. Crowder stolen by Stanley Johnson. Johnson comes right back into the game. He makes an impact. Passes to Tobias Harris. Harris for three. Yes! Huge 3-shot hit by Tobias Harris. And the Pistons go up 88-77, up by 11. Inbound to Al Horford. Horford puts the jump shot up, and he gets out to fall. And that is going to help a little bit, but they've got a lot of work to do. Over to Tobias Harris. Harris has been unstoppable tonight, and he will miss that one, though. Rebounded by Avery Bradley. Bradley, pass over to Jay Crowder. Crowder now back over to Bradley. Bradley shut down by Stanley Johnson. Bradley passes it back to Crowder. Crowder back to Bradley. Bradley for three. Contested shot, misses that one. Rebounded by Andre Drummond. Drummond passes the ball to Tobias Harris. Harris, jump shot, puts it up, and he misses that one. Rebounded by Andre Drummond. Drummond off the rebound, puts this one up. And he will be defended by Jonas Jerebko. And it's out of bounds. Last touched by the Pistons. So, inbound to Al Horford. Horford draws the foul, and it's going to be the end of the night for Andre Drummond. I kind of like that little touch they do with when a player fouls out. But end of the night for Andre Drummond. So it's pretty easy. They've only got one other center, and it's Aaron Baines. And he will come in. So Baines comes in. He's played very well filling in for Drummond. 6 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Can't ask for much more than that. Just checking on the chat room. ID Jester says, just listening to you and just being very entertained. Yes, I'll be listening to the end and rooting for Detroit. All right, well, let's see if we can get Detroit the W for you. They're looking pretty good. 7 minutes left to go. Horford will go to the line for the first time tonight for Boston. Puts the first one up, and he will miss that one. Next one is up, and he gets that. So it's an 8-point lead for Detroit. Inbound to Stanley Johnson. Johnson covered well by Avery Bradley. Kicks it over to Aaron Baines. Baines turns the ball over. Come on, Detroit. You don't want to choke right now. Inbound to Avery Bradley. Bradley goes around the wing, puts it up. Blocked by Stanley Johnson. Rebounded by Johnson as well. Johnson passes the ball over to Aaron Baines. Baines passes the ball to John Lure. Lure. Jump shot is up, and it is no good. He missed that because of the lack of momentum. And now with 6 minutes left to go, it's a jump ball, and we'll see who gets it in a minute, but we have a sub notification, so we will be checking that out. Let's see who's ready to come back into this thing. All right. Al Horford has to come out. So they're going to bring in, let's see who's been better. Jordan Mickey at the power forward position for Al Horford. Tobias Harris. No, okay, so that's why. Oh, Marcus Morris is ready to come in. So who has more points if I'm the coach for, let's see. John Lure has 13 points. Tobias Harris has 15. All right, so Harris is going to go to power forward. Marcus Morris will go to forward, and we may bring in John Lure if needed later. So we go back to the game. Jump ball, and here we go. And it's taken by Detroit. Good news there. Over to Marcus Morris. Morris, jump shot, puts it up, and he will miss that one. Rebound, check loose ball foul, and it's going to be on Stanley Johnson. So here we go. Inbound to Jordan Mickey. Mickey up for three, airballs it. Rebounded by Aaron Baines. Baines kicks it over to Marcus Morris on the fast break. Morris pulls up shy of the arc, puts it up, and misses it. He wasted a fast break to shoot a three that he missed. How could Marcus Morris do that? I don't know. He's a professional, but obviously not a professional decision maker at this point in time. Jonas Jerebko with the ball. Jerebko for three. Misses that one. We got center shooting threes here, guys. Rebounded by Aaron Baines. Oh, technical foul on the coach of Detroit was just called. And they're going to send Isaiah Thomas to the line to take the free throw. Technical foul on the coach for Detroit. Ooh, all right, here's the free throw. Puts it up, and he got it. So, okay, this is one thing that confuses me about the game. So, on a technical foul, you take the free throw, and then you get a possession, right? You get the ball back. But on this, it's like you take the free throw, and then it says the other team gets the ball. So, how I've been kind of getting around it is I click inbound on the one team, inbound, and then I hit the turnover button because it's their ball anyway. So, okay. Inbound to Jordan Mickey after the technical foul. Now Mickey over to Bradley. Bradley for three. Drains it. And it's a 4-point game. Avery Bradley late in this one. 5 minutes left to go. Over to Aaron Baines. Baines now over to Stanley Johnson. Johnson doesn't have anything to go with. Now over to Reggie Jackson. Jackson for three. Yes! Nothing but net. Stanley Johnson with his 5th assist of the game. Inbound to Jordan Mickey. Mickey puts this one up, and he will miss the jump shot. Rebounded by Aaron Baines. Baines kicks it over to Stanley Johnson on the rebound. Johnson, power move into the lane, puts it up, and he will miss it. Rebounded by Isaiah Thomas. Only his 3rd rebound of the game. Pass to Avery Bradley. Bradley, he has what he needs. Bradley, jump shot, puts it up, and good. 5-point lead, 91-86 in favor of Detroit. 4 minutes left to go. Stanley Johnson with the ball. No, over to Aaron Baines. He doesn't have it. Passes over to Tobias Harris. Harris, outside the arc, puts it up, misses it. Rebounded by Jonas Jerebko. He will pass the ball to Avery Bradley. Bradley doesn't have it either. Now over to Jonas Jerebko. Jerebko has to pass it right back to Isaiah Thomas. Isaiah looking good here. Isaiah for three. Misses that one. Isaiah Thomas from three-point land, only 2 for 5. Rebounded by Todd Harris. That is his 8th rebound of the game. Tobias Harris, sorry. Over to Reggie Jackson. Jackson draws the foul. And this is going to be on Jay Crowder. So Jackson goes to the line for the first time tonight. 87% free throw shooting. First one is up and good. It's a 6-point ball game. Can he make it 7? No! Missed this one. Rebounded by Jonas Jerebko. 3 minutes left to go. Over to Jordan Mickey. Mickey puts this one up, and he will be blocked by Tobias Harris. Rebounded by Jay Crowder. Crowder off the rebound, passes it immediately out to Isaiah Thomas. Thomas goes up for 3, misses it again. And a timeout called by Detroit. Actually, let's undo that. I don't want to call that timeout. That was a bad timeout. I guess you can't do that. Cool. All right, so he misses it. Rebounded by Marcus Morris. Morris kicks it over to Reggie Jackson. Jackson, jump shot, blocked by Thomas. Rebounded by Crowder. Timeout called by Boston. So now we'll check the sub screen because that had to happen. And guess who's ready to come back into the game? Kelly Olynyk. I think that's really the only sub we're about to make is Kelly Olynyk. Checking in on the chat room, ID Jester says, very good, and I love how you do inside basketball. Well played. LOL, that was funny. Not an expert on decision-making. Funny stuff. Thank you, ID. All right, so Kelly Olynyk coming back in. And I think that's how we're going to go with towards the end of the game. Right now, the Celtics, if they want a chance to remedy the loss they had in the final last year, Kelly Olynyk's got to be the man to come through. Here we go. Inbound, Avery Bradley. They trail by 6 with 2:36 remaining. Avery Bradley with the ball, fouled by Stanley Johnson. Inbound to Jordan Mickey. Mickey blocked down by Tobias Harris. Kicks it over to Jay Crowder. Crowder doesn't have it either. Pass over to Jordan Mickey. Mickey, 30. Draws the foul, and it's going to be on Reggie Jackson. So, Mickey, 57% free throw shooter. He's 2 for 2 tonight. First one is up, and he misses that one. Next one, he gets. So, it's a 5-point ball game. 2 minutes left to go. Inbound to Todd Harris. Harris doesn't have it. Kicks it over to Marcus Morris. Morris, he doesn't either. Morris keeps it for a little while longer. Now kicks it over to Harris. Harris for 3. Misses the potential dagger. Rebounded by Jordan Mickey. No fast break, so they pass it. 1:36 left to go. Kicks it over to Avery Bradley for 3. Puts it up. Gets it! It's a 2-point ball game. Kelly Olynyk with the assist. And the Celtics are looking good. Time out. Detroit. Detroit leads by 2. They have got to get points on this one, and they've got to take the shot clock down. It would be all the way down to 1 minute, 12 seconds. Inbound, Marcus Morris. Morris goes for 3, trying to put a dagger in their hearts, and he misses it. Rebounded by Isaiah Thomas. Thomas keeps the ball for a little while longer. Stolen by Reggie Jackson. Jackson slows the play down, tries to milk some time off the clock. Kicks it over to Marcus Morris. Morris doesn't have it. Now over to Harris. Harris doesn't have it either. Back over to Stanley Johnson. Johnson holds on too long. Stolen by Avery Bradley. Pass to Kelly Olynyk. Olynyk doesn't have it. Now over to Jay Crowder. Crowder for 3. Yes! He got it, and Jay Crowder puts the Boston Celtics up by 1 with 48 seconds left. Time out, Detroit. 48 seconds left, and they're up by 1. Oh, my goodness. Here we go. Inbound, Marcus Morris. Morris driving in, puts it up, and it is good.
He buries that shot.
And now they go up with 36 seconds left to go. Reggie Jackson with his 4th assist of the game. 94-93. Inbound, Isaiah Thomas. Thomas, he tries to go for the line drive, and it is blocked by Reggie Jackson. Rebounded by Tobias Harris. I don't believe it. This might actually work. Kicks it over to Reggie Jackson. Jackson goes up, tries to put up the dagger, and he will miss it. It rolls off the rim. Rebounded by Kelly Olynyk. 24 seconds left to go. Shot clock and time matching. Olynyk keeping it for himself. Olynyk for 3. Puts it up. Misses the shot. Rebounded by Tobias Harris. Harris taking off on the fast break. He pulls up shy of the arc, puts it up, and it is going to bounce off the rim. I don't believe all these three-pointers they're taking on a fast break situation. Rebounded by Jay Crowder. Crowder passes it to Avery Bradley. This is it for the win. Yes! He got it! Jordan Mickey with the buzzer beater. And the game is over. Oh my goodness. What a shot. A buzzer beater. That's the first time I have ever seen a buzzer beater in one of my games. Jordan Mickey gets the assist. Avery Bradley. Oh my gosh. Avery Bradley with a three-pointer. Okay, we got to look at game stats here. Holy cow. Just wow. Oh, I feel so bad for Detroit. They had that in their grasp, and they let it slip through their fingers. Wow. ID Jester says, I guess that was a good one to come listen to. Awesome game and great call, my friend. Down to the wire. It was. That is the first time I've ever had a buzzer beater in one of my games. Final score, 94-96. Wow. That was a crazy good game. Let's definitely check out some stats before we wrap this thing up. Whew. Oh, wow. Player of the game, I think it's going to be Olynyk, although Avery Bradley, 27 points and the three-point shot to win the game. Yeah, Avery Bradley's your player of the game, guys. I mean, Olynyk led in. No, Isaiah Thomas led that. Olynyk led in rebounds, and that was about it. But Avery Bradley, your player of the game. Largest lead of this whole thing was 11 points, and that was held by Detroit. In the second half, Detroit outscored Boston 24-14. And then Boston came roaring back 23-15 in the fourth quarter, capped off by that Avery Bradley three-point dagger at the buzzer. There's nothing more to say except what a game, and let's go ahead and make that official. And, well, LeBron James is going to have a handful with these Boston Celtics who refuse to go away. That game will be played in the land. So that's it. Until tomorrow, we're going to have a broadcast. We might have a broadcast tomorrow. My schedule's a little up in the air, but our next broadcast will be the continuation of the first round of our Hockey Classic tournament. And it will feature the Arizona Coyotes, reigning Stanley Cup champions in this universe, taking on the Nashville Predators, a rematch of the Western Conference Final. Only one team's going to make it into the second round. Who will it be? Let me know in the comments. But thank you guys for coming out, and we will see you next time the ball flies.